Mike Tyson took 4 grams of mushrooms and is playing with a pigeon on our podcast. Why did the award go to anybody else? Mike, do you actually know this guy, or did you just pick him up on the way over?
That's Mike.
Oh, that's Mike also? What's up, bro?
We got so many mics in the house today. Are we rolling? Yeah, we can do it. All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. #1 podcast in the world. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, welcome, guys. Our guest is in on set today. He's an absolute legend. He is the baddest man on the planet.
I've been called worse. Thank you.
He was the youngest heavyweight champion of all time at 20 years old, and he's got a lot going on in his next act of life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Iron Mike Tyson.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm humbled, truly. Thank you for having me, brother.
And they gave best podcast to Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty never had Mike Tyson on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Not even once.
Not even one time. Not even one time.
Do you think that's a weed cough, or do you have coronavirus?
It could go either way. Either way.
God, I hate being on this side of the table. It's so dangerous.
Well, you already had it once, so you're cool.
Yeah, you're fine. You got the antibodies.
Mike, can we open the first thing he said when he walked in? Can I say, anybody got any mushrooms? That was the first.
Yeah, well, no, I said I have mushrooms.
Okay.
I didn't anybody have them. I'm not a beggar. I'm not a beggar.
Sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah, I'm not a beggar. Anybody have mushrooms? I'm not a fucking beggar. I come prepared.
I saw you have a mushroom guy. I recognize him.
Absolutely.
He's the mushroom guy. I did your podcast yesterday.
Yes, you did. You did a wonderful job.
Hot boxing. Thank you. I had fun. It's a really comfortable set. Made me realize and get excited for the fact that we're going to change our set. We look like we're sitting in SpongeBob's butthole.
You know, I think you and your brother should do affirmations and say how much you'll love each other.
Just sitting across from each other, telling each other that we love each other
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah.
I'd like to get involved in that as well with Jake.
Okay.
If at all.
I think
Yours
so.
is going to be a lot longer.
That might be
I think
yeah.
I should. I think we should too. I think it'd be a healthy exercise.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
What is it about the shrooms, Mike?
Excuse me?
What is it about the mushrooms that you found that you like about them? The way you look at me scares me a little bit.
I don't know. It makes you pretty objective. Have you ever did mushrooms?
Yeah, many
so
times.
You're really pretty objective to what's really going on, and you know, mushrooms really tell you you're nothing.
So exactly, 100%. You feel more connected to the earth. You feel more.
You know, even the mushrooms in the daytime, you take it and the earth start moving. You look at the ground is moving.
Right.
You look at the plants and the trees, they're moving. They're doing something.
It's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
It's absolutely insane.
It's
even
crazy how
scary.
it can open up a part of your
Yeah.
brain that you never knew existed. When I was on your podcast yesterday, a guy came up to me with a handful of mushrooms, more than I'd ever seen in my
Well,
life.
that was my guy.
Yeah. He said, "Do you want to do mushrooms?" I was like, "I'm good," because I don't think I could do it in front of with all these cameras watching.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd embarrass myself. Or
No, I think what you're doing now is more embarrassing, I would say, than taking some mushrooms in front of people.
I agree with him. I don't know why, but those are the exact words that were going to come out of my mouth.
Which part?
Mushrooms are gonna make you beautiful and feel good and all that stuff. This shit is gonna send you to prison and get you shot.
Yeah, probably.
What-
Yeah. But no, I had never seen anyone face a handful of. Oh, there he is. I had never seen anyone face a handful of mushrooms like I saw you do, Mike, and you operated.
I'm an extremist.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah, I'm really extreme.
Yeah, I can relate.
You know, I've calmed down a lot since, my family. I got wife and family, and it's looking really good, so I've calmed down a lot.
Have you built up a tolerance though? Even I'm making direct eye contact with the shrooms.
Yeah, right
as
now.
we speak. And tell me about that volume. Talk to me about that volume.
Can I get
Am
a
tripping?
Can I get a look? I mean, how do we work this exactly?
Mostly stems right here.
Explain to them how much it is.
It's probably
You want to speak in
about
here?
an eighth or maybe 4 grams right there.
About 4 grams of dried mushrooms. It's got the gold caps with the blue spots on it. This is a moonshot for the average person. Like, this is, Mike, you would eat this amount as a daily dose?
I'm just getting ready to shove it down.
Mike, this is a lot of motherfucking mushrooms, Mike. This is like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's nothing.
there you go.
That's nothing. Tell them I used to do bags, nigga.
This
guy
is
would do a whole
crazy.
bag. I would
You
do
just
whole.
eat a whole ounce and go to the gym and work out.
I can't. Oh,
We're heating up.
Oh, he's going to be chewing for a sec. Now,
Oh, he chews it down to a paste.
The pussy people put it on a peanut butter sandwich. It mixes together. You know what I'm saying? But Mike wants all those little particles stuck in his teeth. You'll be digging a gram out for the next couple hours, trying to figure out, there's some stuck in the back there somewhere.
He used to do drugs.
Yep.
Yeah,
He goes, no shit. No shit.
Bro, did you see the look on Mike's eyes? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I'll pick your teeth. And it was like, relax, Mike.
When I first heard about mushrooms in LA, everyone would talk about the taste. They said they tasted like shit.
This shit.
Yeah,
They
you-
come from
but-
shit.
Yeah, but look,
Literally. You have to grow them
Cow
in
shit, yeah.
manure.
correct.
So you're accurate.
Yeah, but you're just completely over it. Are you even gonna drink the Fiji?
But it's a fungus. It's what we made out of. We made out of this shit.
Yeah.
When we die, we're turning into mushroom.
It's all stardust.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So a lot of changes going on with the legality around these things. Portland, Denver, a lot of places have completely decriminalized.
What
Your friend, our friend, Johnny Shahidi,
Yes.
has been already talking about how this turns into a business. It's about to be a huge business in the United States.
The president elect now, they're gonna open it up, make it free federally, make it useful.
Do you see any problems there? Like anything that could happen as a result of that could be problematic?
I think it's gonna be the best thing since the 21st century.
And we're seeing more and more about that psilocybin with PTSD, anxiety, depression. What do you tactically use it for in your life? Like, what does it help you do better?
It helps me be a better me.
He said he trained on it. He said he said he actively trains on it. It sharpens his
I
skills.
fought on it.
Did you take some that day versus Roy?
Well, I mean, it took some a couple of days before, but I trained on this stuff. The chunga, you familiar with chunga? Or chunga is another
Substance.
substance
Yeah.
that's, how do I explain it?
Chunga, it's called?
It's psychedelic, yeah.
Yeah. Is it stronger than psilocybin?
It is psilocybin.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. I bet you know the answer.
Yeah, it's 5 different types of DMT, but it's all like smokable.
Is it a smokable
It's like
DMT?
acacia extract.
And this is what I didn't know. It's the fucking enhancer. So I was in so much trouble. They kept taking my blood and boom, my oxygen and everything was high. And that thing is enhanced. So I notice when I box when I'm on it, I don't feel the fucking punches.
Mike, I gotta encourage you to have a sip of that water. I'm so sorry. I hate to be to.
It's not ready yet.
Okay, take your time. In no way am I forcing or saying you have to do anything. Take your time. But you've also experimented a little bit with actual DMT as well, right?
Absolutely.
Can you describe that experience?
Listen, it's really crazy. Listen, this is my partner, right? This is my partner. I'm doing the DMT, and my partner's right here. And then I feel I just feel like the sun opens up, and I feel like the fucking boom, the sun opens up, and the air comes out. I said, "Do you see that? You should see what?" I said, "Stop fucking with me. I know you see this, right?" He said, "Mike, I don't see shit. What are you talking about?" I said, "Stop fucking with me. You see this shit." And he said, "Mike, I don't."
I've heard it's like the most.
I think they're playing tricks on me. I think because my crew likes to prank me all the time.
Right.
And I think they're pranking me. I said, "Man, I know you see this shit, don't you?" He said, "Mike, I don't see what you're
How
doing."
long did that last?
Last for a minute.
Literally 1 minute, not like.
No, for a minute. Sometime probably 20 minutes.
Aren't all psychedelics like that though? Aren't all psychedelics like if you take one too many mushrooms, the sun opens up?
Not like. I don't think like that.
Like okay.
So we also do the toad. We experience with the toad.
Yeah, you said you. So what did you smoke? You smoke the venom on the back of a toad, or how does it work?
But it's not like the rest of the drugs you can smoke when you're active. You can't be active. As soon as you take a hit, boom, your soul goes here and your body goes here.
Oh no!
Do you here in the United States for that as well, or is that a Mexico?
Well,
Because that's
I've
Mexico,
done it
right?
in Mexico, yeah.
Chihuahua. I think Chihuahua is one of the precincts, but
I did it in Mexico.
crazy, and that's like the highest. That's the highest, right? Like, can you go above the toad? I mean, that's the
They
highest.
said no,
Yeah.
but the lizard tail is very close. The snake venom is very close. The white cobra is very close.
How did you figure this out?
What's the history behind? Like, who was the
you just
first
find
person
a snake and let's smoke it.
like?
No, history told us what happened. This is what happened. They saw an animal attack a frog. I forgot what the animal was, but it was an animal prey that attacked it. and it started acting weird and trembling, and it was out, and they thought it was poison. Then in 20 minutes, he got back up and just took off. And so the Native Americans saw that, and they saw that he didn't die, that he woke back up, and I guess that's how they experienced.
That actually makes sense.
That does make a lot
That
of sense.
actually makes sense.
What is that
I-
feeling like for you to leave your body? Like, do you actually feel like you left your body?
It's the most scariest experience you'll ever think go through in your life. To know that you're dead.
Hey, man, I don't want to do that. That
No,
sounds-
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do want to do that.
'Cause listen, in life, do you just want to be you right now? Do you want to be this way till the day you die? No, you think
I'm
about
working on it.
No, but do you want to be like this till the day you die? The same mentality, the same way you think about life, the same way you think about humanity. Right now, you want to stop right here and think.
No. I want to move forward.
Well, that's what the toad does.
It actually makes you move sideways, not forward. I say this all the time to people. I say, what if someone told you that there was a way to see life in a completely different way, where up wasn't up and right wasn't right and everything was different? You wouldn't want to at least experience that 1-2
Well,
times
listen.
before you pass?
Listen, let's go deeper than that. You want to experience being God for a few minutes? That's what it does. Mm-hmm. Introduce you to God.
What do you
on a
think?
One-on-one basis.
That's what people say, Georgie. Listen, I'm not encouraging. Obviously, as a person in my standing, I have to actually.
I mean,
tell you.
Adam bit the
I've done
apple and it didn't go so well
I've done
after
it
that.
16 times.
The toad?
What do you mean? Will you see God? Like you have a like you see him, or you're equal to him?
You are him.
Okay, so you're equal to him.
No, you're not equal to him. You are him.
Got it.
I don't think George is gonna like that. He's a very
No,
big,
no,
he's
no,
a
but-
Christian.
no,
He's a
but-
very big Christian man.
No, this is bigger than religion.
Right.
This is
And also, I don't
This
not
is
like
dying.
it. I'm
This
open.
is dying. This is dying. This is letting you know this stuff you see your ancestors. You want to meet some of your ancestors. You want to meet people who died recently who you love. Handle it the toad. It takes you way back, buddy.
This is scary.
Shit, bro.
I'm not sure I want that smoke.
Is there any?
I don't know if I can handle it.
Is there any? Like, God forbid, like, if you do like a tiny bit too
Can't
much,
die.
you can't die from it. Oh, okay. So it's just a for sure experience.
And if you look at it medically, it takes people off of drugs, stop people from being schizophrenic.
Depressed, still does it, yeah.
The snake does that as well. So does the toad, the snake, the lizard, the centipede,
You mentioned this experience,
snake.
feeling like your soul leaves your body.
No, my soul did leave my body.
So I have a question because you're pretty well versed with psychedelics. What is the soul?
Excuse me?
The soul. What is it? What if you had to describe it? What is the idea of a soul?
The soul is scientifically they weighed the soul because they waited for somebody to die. They weighed him before he died, and when he died, he weighed like 1.2 grams lighter.
Oh shit! Like the actual energy within a human being. Now, is the soul the essence, the energy within a human at the present moment?
The soul is inconceivable. Our brain is not equipped to even understand and to conceive the soul.
Mike, we can put that water into a cup for you, whatever way you decide
Not
to.
ready, babe. Not ready. I'm still sucking the power out of it.
Juicing it. Mike, I don't want to stay on psychedelics for too long because I'm interested, but I know you've made a lot of people's souls leave their body. Like you've done that multiple times. Iron Mike,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. I know you had. I'm sure you had.
That guy's dead, man. Let's go somewhere else.
Was he not dead on November 28th? Was that Iron Mike in the ring just this past month?
Hell no.
Who was that? Was that the evolved version of Mike Tyson fighting Roy?
That was me just trying to improve myself as a person
How so?
by challenging myself. I'm scared to death of going there. You don't think I'm scared, but so I said, after I did the toad, they said, you need to fight somebody.
That is what I heard. I heard that.
They said, you're a bitch. You need to fight somebody.
So, somebody had said that that the toad or DMT was the reason that you got back into it. So that was
I
actually
was 300 fucking pounds. I lost 100 pounds
That's crazy.
in 4 months.
Good for you.
and the toad was the catalyst to that.
There's no doubt about it. Hey, listen, I was doing cocaine. I was OD'd a couple of times. I gave up on life. I took the toll. I was on cocaine with the toll. I took the toll. Bow! You dumb motherfucker, you're dead. And when you lose your ego, you're a bitch. We need our ego to protect us, because you separate the ego death, and you're scared to death.
And that's what they say psychedelics do the most of, is kill that ego. Just
It's
burn,
not like
burn
cocaine.
it down.
Cocaine
Fuels it.
ignites the ego, and
Yup.
that's poison that ignites the ego.
Yeah.
Only drugs or whatever medicine we should take should humble the ego.
So post fight, you're gonna carry that energy with you. You're gonna attempt to stay at your current weight, or you think you'll go back to the old lifestyle?
I just see some situations right now. Maybe I can't do this for 10 more years or so. But at this short increment of time, I can still do a lot and help a lot of people.
How do you aim to help people beyond talking about what's helped you? Like, is there any other way you're trying to help people?
I'm interested in the homeless. I'm interested in the sick, mentally ill.
Yeah.
When did you? I don't want to use the word lose, but there was definitely a point in your life where you really had a killer mentality. Man, like, so I watched interviews of you saying some shit crazy. And it's clear that there was something that changed, something that shifted.
Well,
When was that and why?
the man that you was talking about before, he didn't have any self-respect, self-love. So he said anything. His ego, he was just, his ego was just so whacked out.
But given the profession of that man at the time, it worked out pretty well.
Oh, it was perfect for the times, huh?
I mean, there's nothing more exciting when a fighter says, he wants to eat his opponent's children.
I'm going to gut you like a fish. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I love to hit people. I love to. I think there's a lot of kids in this generation that don't know the bad man that Mike Tyson was, man. The scariest person to ever step foot in a boxing ring, ever.
I don't know. I don't look at him like you look at him.
How do you look at him?
He's a very scared little boy. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Trying to prove himself, trying to show people that he's not scared, trying to
stay alive.
trying to.
Do you think your opponents ever felt that? Do you think they ever sensed that?
Absolutely. But the energy of that scared little boy is so ferocious. Nothing can stop it.
Do you think there's a fighter that truly walks into that ring with absolutely no fear?
If he does, he's not going to be a good fighter.
Because fear fuels the fighter?
If you have an intellectual relationship with it. It all has to be intellectual. It has no feelings involved.
I guess it's that the old adage, like, man, what are you more afraid of? Like a wild dog in a field or a wild dog in a corner? Like that fear can push you to places and make you do things that you couldn't when your instincts kick in and you reach that primal point of.
It can make you a god.
Especially if you're doing a handful of fucking mushrooms. That's crazy. Dang. So when you were fighting back in the day, would you ever use psychedelics or anything to make you on this like enlightened?
Listen, I used to smoke a lot of weed, and I lost the Olympic trials, and I blamed it on my weed. So I stopped smoking weed in '84, all the way to like '98, and I started smoking weed again.
Do you think that time off helped?
I don't know. I just know I wasn't as happy as I am now that I started smoking. I was a mean, ruthless type of guy when I didn't have marijuana. So I switched my addiction from marijuana to sex or drinking.
It's funny how if you have that addictive personality, it'll find something It'll find something to
Even
latch
if it's
onto.
something good, a positive.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
gonna find something to feed that
Sure.
energy. You gotta feed that empty hole.
Work. It could be work. It could be
Yeah.
working out.
It probably was for him.
Yeah.
Boxing was one of the things, right? Like,
Yeah.
did you loved boxing? I'm assuming you.
I wanted the old time fighters to respect me. That was my goal.
And they did. For sure they did. They absolutely did. They give you a ton of respect.
It's crazy how every fighter finds that fuel from different areas. You know, were you thinking, or do you think the majority of the reason that you were fighting was for the love of the game? Do you think it was because you had to prove yourself?
Well, I didn't want to let my mother down.
Okay, and that's powerful. Because your dad wasn't in your life, correct?
No, but he's cool. But my mother really did a lot.
Yeah. Single.
Always going to police station and get my ass out of crazy shit. Oh, she beat my ass so bad in front of the police. Oh, fuck.
You get in a lot of trouble?
Oh, all the time. I've been arrested 40 times before I was 12.
40?
Before you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh my
you're
God.
Troubled youth.
But she never turned her back on you. She was with you.
Oh, never. My mother's so humble and pride, and I'm arrogant. Oh man.
Where'd you get that from though?
My father, probably.
Yeah.
Oh God. My mother, she's a Smith. They're proud people.
Yeah.
What kind of things can a 12-year-old do to go to
I did
prison?
burglaries.
Shoplift, but yeah.
No, shoplifting, burglaries. I want money in that house. I did burglaries, jostling, pickpockets, snatching jewelry, one punch knockout, going in their pocket, or strong arm robbery.
Yeah, because I heard at 12, you were like pretty much the same size that you are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a grown ass man.
Everybody thought I was gonna be 7 foot, 6 foot.
He just got there and stayed there and then just went sideways.
Oh my God, that'd have been terrifying.
Bro, I seen
to be in
these-
school with you.
Bro. Oh, you ever get in fights at school?
No, he'd kill them.
No, but I'm sure he
No,
did.
in school I used to get my ass kicked, but once I really learned about fighting and stuff, I really kicked a lot of ass.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But who got you involved in boxing in the first place?
I was in an institution. I was locked up. I met this guy named Irish Bobby Stewart, and he used to train me once I got my grades up and I had to, submit.
Yeah.
He used to train me and I was getting good. And one day I think he had a black eye, or his nose got broken, and he was mad the next day. And I thought he was mad and wasn't going to box with me no more. But he was mad because his wife didn't want him to box with me. So he said, okay, I'm going to take you to this other place and we're going to take you to the next level. And that's how I met Customato. And this guy turned me into a monster. This is why everybody thinks I'm this guy. This guy turned me into this guy. I was only a 12-year-old kid. This guy turned me into this monster.
What did it feel like at first when you first started fighting? Did you love it right away?
I
Like,
was totally megalomaniac about it. I thought that I was God. I thought no one could. Oh, because he told me I was. My mentor told me all this stuff, and everything he told me was right. I was beating the guy, knocking everybody out.
It's a hype man.
Yeah. No, he's more than a hype man. He's a psychologist. He's a mother. He's a father. He's a trainer. You know what I mean? He's a doc. He's so many things. So many hats.
So when you started boxing and you found these mentors, did you start to, I use the word behave a little more? Did you get in less trouble now that you...
No, less trouble because they had my mind, they had my interest. For some reason, they made me believe the heavyweight champion of the world was the biggest thing in the world. For some reason, they just made me believe that if you weren't heavyweight champion, you weren't shit.
Because I would see videos of you running on the street, and when I'm out there running and training, like, man, it can get lonely. It can get tough and demotivating sometimes. You're out there just running for hours on end, training. You have no social life. You have your friends are out partying, and you have to go to bed early. And it's cool and also fascinating that you were able to shift that troubled energy into this superior, incredible athlete at such a young age. You never had an interest to go back and fall back on your old habits, or because you were just so entranced by the sport?
I had a mentor that I idolized. I wanted to make him proud, so I gave up everything for him. If he told me to shoot somebody, I would shoot somebody.
No way.
No way.
This was the guy. This became...
The leader.
Wow.
Did he have full psychological control? At that point?
Absolutely. But he gave me the control to see how I would conduct myself with it. I made mistakes. He checked me a lot of times.
What was the greatest moment in your career ever? Best thing you happened to you, best thing you ever lived in your whole life as part of the career up until
I was 15. And I won the championships. And I was such a prima donna. And I fought somewhere in Rhode Island. And I fought this guy who was 25. And this was his last amateur fight. And he was the champion of all Rhode Island. So we fought. And it was such a tough fight. I was only 15. He was 25. And at the end of the game, they gave him the decision, right? When I came back, I cried all the way from Rhode Island to Catskill, New York. I thought Cuss was going to be sad, but when he came in the room, he said, I heard the guy was real smart and fast. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he said. He said, I heard the guy was real smart and fast and experienced, and I heard you fought him real hard and smart. And I had a black eye and I went to school.
How much of you fighting was about winning versus just beating the shit out of the person in the ring?
It was about beating myself. To be able to accomplish the goals that I want. I made my own goal. I made all my goals delusional. And I turned my delusions into reality.
Did people laugh at you when you were 13, 14 years old saying you want to be the heavyweight champ?
I was not my face.
Fair point. Fair point.
13-year-old Mike Tyson beating the shit out of like 20-year-olds.
Mike, as somebody that came up, worked their whole life just for one thing, to fight, to box, to win in the ring. What do you think? What are your thoughts on YouTube fighting? I've heard a couple clips, but what do you think about the idea of celebrities, YouTubers, entertainers getting into the ring?
I think that's the biggest thing and the biggest help for boxing in the history of boxing. You know, that shows the power of boxing, that it's spread into another field that doesn't even exist in the real boxing world, but it still has its place in boxing.
Do you think it does any, and this is just me just channeling words of commentators, do you think it does any disservice to the sport? Do you think that it in any way discounts the work?
Hey, there's been guys that cheated, took all the lead out of their gloves. I bit somebody's ear. So how low boxing's gonna go?
Right.
No, really.
Right.
Boxing's only going up.
Right.
You can't take it no lower. No, I'm serious. I'm not being funny. You can't take this is what you do when you can't do nothing else.
Yep.
Now they do it for pride, but this game started only if you can't do nothing else. This is where you come.
So you think this is necessary for the business, for the sport of boxing?
Absolutely. But these guys are college graduates. That's what makes it good. That's what brings it broadens horizons of boxing. It broadens people's horizons, and they understand boxing more as a skillful art, more so than some kind of brutality, a pugnacious pug around and just punching people.
Right. Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. Let's talk about it. 2021, it's a couple months out.
Floyd's gonna beat his fucking ass. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. He's gonna fight back, though.
That's great.
He's gonna fight back. He's gonna
Pull
fight
out
back.
all the money. All of the money, pull it out. Pull it out.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. Yeah. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin, the gym.
Someone told me this. They say he does not. He doesn't have a vice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
The gym.
What are you gonna do? So you don't think there's an opportunity to land one big shot or a couple big shots?
He might let you hit him a couple times to make the show look good.
Oh my God.
You're saying it'll all be an
charity
act? How much
punches.
is it? What am I, a charity case for Floyd Mayweather?
No, you're not charity. You're challenging him. You're a man. You're not fucking charity.
That's right.
There's always a danger when two men go in the ring. Anything can happen.
Boom. That's all I need to hear.
That's all
I need
he's
to
gonna
hear.
clip.
That's
Everything
all I
else gets deleted.
I'm gonna cut the first thing you said. Not gonna make the
Anything can happen.
podcast.
Dude,
Not gonna make the podcast. That's it.
watching him in the ring with you, he's probably gonna be like the third round, and he's like, "Fool, you thought this was my final form?" And then just like just Super Saiyan 7, and he just like it just knocks you out completely.
Is Floyd overrated, or is he one of the best ever?
He's one of the best.
What is it about
Yeah,
him?
what's so,
that
yeah,
ma-
what's
what
so
makes
great?
it-
What's so great about Floyd?
What is the thing?
The gym.
Yeah, just works.
So it's tough to be. It's tough to be hard work.
Listen, how could you not be an asshole being that great? No, but how can you not?
It's hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Kanye West said it's hard to be humble when you're stunting on the jumbotron. That's one of his lyrics. Like when
I
you're the
know.
best, you just fucking.
But
you
know
just
what
it.
he needs to know too, that there's only one step from the limo to the gutter.
It's very true, Mike. You know it. You know it for sure. $600 million you made in your career. They're saying what? What happened? To
That's
us?
so
Mike?
much money.
Mike. That's a lot of fucking money, Mike. That's
I had a lot of fucking fun.
Did you guys not just see the handful that he just put into his mouth? He had some fun.
$600 million.
where'd most of it go? Because I'm from Connecticut. I know where your house, your old house, 50 Cent's house now, right? Does he still own it?
I have no idea.
But that house, what had movie theaters? What else in it?
Everything.
Was it West Hartford?
Somewhere.
He doesn't even know. It's like a $50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my fucking houses. Who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or drugs, girls?
Planes, boat. It's stupid shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah.
fun.
Right. You don't regret any? Do you regret anything?
Yeah, and I didn't pay taxes really at that time.
That'll get you. Yeah. That'll.
But they always come back.
I see you're going for the water.
Yeah.
30 minutes in.
They had finally reached their saturation point. You said,
You stop. You put the water on when you start feeling, that shit.
yeah.
Like you got to move a little.
Yeah. Oh, this is about to get exciting.
Fire. Yeah. No, you had a sick house in Vegas. You had tigers. I remember the tigers were a big thing. Did you have any other exotic animals?
Lions.
You had tigers and lions?
Yeah.
Now, did you ever spar or move around with these beasts?
Yeah, look at your thing. Tyson fighting with his tigers.
He's like, it's there. You can find it.
With the tigers.
While he's searching that, speaking of money, I guess I should wait. I was gonna.
No, I'm saying,
I was
man.
gonna say you're onto a new thing now, which I think you're smoking. Right? Is that your weed?
Yes, it is, baby. You can't try something.
I'm gonna pass today just because I'm
Don't be a
kind of on.
bitch ass nigga, man. Try the fucking weed, man. I'm gonna take these. Try the motherfucking weed, nigga. Stop this shit, motherfucker.
pussy's on that side of the
Stop
table.
This is why. So I'm torn. I'm torn here.
Motherfucker.
You a bitch,
man.
bitch.
I'm torn here because I have this whole clean streak after my addiction, but I also have Mike Tyson telling me that I have to smoke weed.
Wow.
And so I'm in a really
No,
tough
No,
spot.
you dealing with addiction right
I'm
now?
10 years
nah,
clean.
Fuck
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
This ain't shit. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, bro. 10 years, yeah. 2010, I got
really
clean.
respect that. I know the best thing ever happened. I was in the recovery world. I'd be
yeah.
dead without that.
Yeah. Did you do AA? Did you do that?
Everything.
Yeah.
I've been in like 20 rehabs, that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
It's a great world. You meet a lot of great people.
No, I was telling all the powerful people, everybody see me hanging out. I met them in the rehab. They said, hey, Mike, how you know them? You mean them from the movie set?
Hell yeah.
No, I met them in rehab.
Yeah.
And I met everybody. Said, how do you know them? I met them in rehab,
And
motherfucker.
you have a lot of great conversations. You meet a lot of great people. There's a lot of great people
That's
struggling,
friends
bro.
of mine to this day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be friends of mine until I die.
And you hear shit in that program that you don't hear anywhere else, yo, from people that have been through it.
And you realize you're not the only one.
Yep.
There's people worse than you.
That's right.
And then you get humbled.
But that's what.
Because you go in there with the ego, man, they don't know what the fuck I'm going through, nigga. I'm doing this. My mother died. My father died. I'm on myself. I'm selling my body to these people. And then these people tell you some stuff and you say, fuck. Shit,
Yes.
I don't belong here. Shit. God damn. That's why they have the circle, because they want you to know that there's people worse than you. You ain't nobody. You ain't somebody special.
You going, yeah.
So I think about this. They always say that, someone's got it worse, or there's always like someone
Yeah.
bigger than you. But surely there's someone who has it the worst. No?
I think it's all like perspective. It's crazy because when I hear about the sad stories, they handle it with such like meekness, and they could go through it, and then I'm like, fuck, I would never be able to do it. So it's
Right.
honestly about perspective and the shoes you're wearing and that road you're walking.
Yeah.
You know, again, you have to look at this. Why people in the poorest country happier than the people in the richest country? They have no expectations. We have expectations.
Yep.
If I don't get 100 million views, fuck out of here, my data.
Right.
No, these guys just want a piece of banana.
They want to eat,
Listen,
live.
They're so hungry. They're starving so much they can't even. They have no water in them. They can't. It's just crystal. There's no tears. Can't even cry.
Yeah.
So that's poverty when you can't even cry that you're poor.
Then
That's
they,
crazy.
Then they see us and we're like, oh, I only got 2 million views. Yeah.
Stomachs are big and they're happy because they don't expect anything.
Right.
You know, I get mad if my they're taking a long time with the food from the grocery. What the hell are they
Postmates.
doing, man?
Instacart.
I got to go to the gym. I need to eat my breakfast before I go. That's some stupid stuff. Just to complain.
Ignorance is bliss.
Right.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. That's what they say.
But who's ignorant? Or do we play we're ignorant because we don't want to deal with the problem that we see in front of us?
Sure. I think ignorance is all dependent on the scope of information you're willing to intake, where you grow up, the people you're surrounded by. I mean, ignorance, like, I don't think ignorance is always a bad thing, right? People say, oh, you're ignorant. Well, are you ignorant by choice? Or are you just ignorant because this is the life that I've lived and I haven't had the experiences that allow me to fully grasp what's happening? Like, ignorance is...
Does your ignorance, does it excel understanding?
That's what I'm saying.
Can you see somebody in need of help, and can your ignorance transcend to that?
Exactly.
If it could transcend to humbleness and compassion, then it's great. That's what it's all about, man. All this stuff is about compassion. You know, I had to learn the hard way.
Yep.
All about caring about other people other than ourselves.
I think it's ignorance is all a result of lack of experience. I think experience,
Sure.
trauma, in life.
Which can be your fault or not your fault. That's
Well,
what
some
I'm saying.
people just go through life and they never have to deal with anything, especially in America. You know,
the world's our school. The world teaches us
That's it.
to care, even though we may not do, but the world tells us to care. It tells us what to do.
That's
it's
why
up to us to do it.
That's why some of the people that have been through the most are the most charitable, because they know what it's like to be there, and so they want to help people out because they know exactly what it fucking feels like to be in that spot.
Well, and we live in a day nowadays with the computers. We really believe that money's gonna make us happy. And I say to my children sometimes, I say, anybody that thinks a lot of money is going to make them happy, they never had a lot of money.
Yeah, because it don't make you happy.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going to make you miserable. It can turn you into a prick.
Yeah.
You know, it can make you hate yourself. You know.
Not to mention what you have to do to get it.
That's
to
what
get
makes
it,
you hate
you know what I'm
yourself,
saying?
yeah.
Like, think about like people discount that. I mean, to get a lot of money, you got to get a lot of money. It's the getting part that destroys you. It's the neglecting the family. It's all that shit. Spending your entire life
The way you may
working.
conduct yourself, you may say things to people because it's your business to be confrontation. You may say things that are really below the belt.
Yep.
You know, and it may bother you after you say it.
Yep.
You know, and that kind of stuff. And you wouldn't want, and you're so embarrassed when it's on television now. Now your kids have to see that shit. You know, that's what my regrets are.
And it made sense at the time because you were like, this is going to make me money. This is going to get me the next fight. This is
No.
gonna...
I just thought I was tough. My insecurity comes out. When I start talking about the baddest man since the creation of God and all that, that's that insecurity. That's that little scared boy. I want everybody to be afraid and stay away from me.
But also, were you wrong? Were you not? You kind of might have been the baddest man since the creation of God.
No, I just those are the words I spit out when I'm afraid. Ain't that something?
I don't want to be the guy that pushes you back towards that, but what if you were a very powerful fighter, Mike? Like, maybe you weren't completely wrong about that.
I just know God is great now.
Do you hate being happy?
Excuse me?
Do you hate being happy? I read
what is that?
in an interview. I read you said, I hate being happy. I'm happy all the fucking time.
I don't know. What's the concept of happiness? Is happiness Is happiness allowing other people to see that you're happy? Are you projecting the image that you're happy? What is happiness? Does it really exist, or is it just the word that we throw out? What is fucking happiness?
What is happiness? Is happiness
'Cause
the absence of
I see these
the
homeless
absence
guys
of
that are
worry?
so fucking happy,
The,
you know. And
yeah. And maybe perhaps happiness is just the absence of worry.
But the question he's at,
the worry doesn't make life interesting. If you worry, how can life be interesting? You gotta worry.
Yeah.
Life sucks if you don't worry.
but the
You're a
question,
zombie if you don't worry.
the question he's asking though is I think in today's day and age, people have gotten so obsessed with creating a perception of happiness. My Instagram page makes me look happy, but a lot of people aren't really happy. They're not actually happy. They're not doing things that make them feel actually fully happy.
Well, that's because sometimes we don't know.
Right.
I don't listen. What really makes me happy? Would the back in that ring really make me happy? Or did I want to transcend my ego to another level in society? Tell me, what was that, you know?
Are you happy now? Are you happy today?
I'm very grateful. I just don't like the fucking
Fucking word. Okay, got it. So that goes back to his question. Yeah.
All right. So when you won the heavyweight title at age 20, you completed your goal, or just like any incredible feat that you've done. What was the feeling? Was it gratitude? Was it bliss? Was it ecstasy?
No, it was 7 years of hard training and discipline.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's a big moment.
It was just really disciplined. And all my life, since I met Cuss, all my life, you may see my fights. At the end of the fight, I'm the best fighter in the world. There's no one can beat me. I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm the best fighter in the world. It was just so embedded in my mind, my heart, my feet. Since I was a kid, since I met this guy at 13, the best fighter in the world, the best fighter since the creation of God, the best fighter this, the best, whoa, blowing my fucking mind.
Did you have a what now moment? We talk about this sometimes. When you train so hard and you work so hard to do or complete or achieve a goal, and then you get it done. What now? Were you lost?
No, I was lost once I won the title. I was lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So after you won, where do you go? Where do you go from there?
Then I changed into this other guy where I want to really just hurt people and want to go down in legendary fashion. And I'm really conscious of my preeminence in the sport.
I think you did a good job of that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you have a moment where maybe you questioned how good you were, or you started to doubt yourself?
No, never doubt myself, but sometimes I doubt my humanity.
It's not such a bad thing. That seems pretty
reasonable to doubt it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
you want to make sure you want to keep that kind of thing in check.
Exactly.
You got boiled down for your whole life as you just said it, the greatest boxer, greatest fighter. Was it hard for you to, first of all, did it hurt to be labeled as one thing? And how did you deprogram out of that? To become a human, to become, I'm Mike Tyson, I'm a human. I'm not just a killer, bro. I'm not just a...
You know, in Nepal, they have this, Nepal is pretty interesting. It's so out the way, so distant. But in Nepal, they have monks and they have temples there, way in the mountains. And all of the monks have a skeleton head. And all the skeleton heads are smiling. And that's just allow them to know that this is the end of the game. We're a joke. And that's how I look at life, that I'm a joke. The baddest man of the plague. You believe that shit? I'm a fucking joke.
So just that, back to the death of that ego. Back to external. Have you been out to Nepal? Have you been to these places, or is it just, or do you just study them, or have you actually sat with these guys? Like,
well, I've met a few people. A lot of people write me from these people in Nepal. At a place called Tristan da Cunha. That's the furthest place on the planet, I believe.
do you want to go there?
It is really creepy. It's gonna be a couple of days on the boat. It's really interesting.
Would you ever do it? You think?
I would, yeah. Because I'm going on this program. I'm getting ready to do a show in which I go all over the world to these indigenous people and try their medicine.
Amazing. Has
Like
the show been picked up yet?
They can't wait.
Wow.
That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be sick.
And it's every time I do it, I look from this perspective. every time I do it, it's a possibility I might die. And that makes me want to do it more.
Okay, so you're not suicidal.
No, not at all. I'm
Got
too
it.
vain for that.
Got it.
You just want to push the limits.
No. I know from the toe, dying feels so beautiful. Dying is not what I anticipated it to be.
What if the toad's wrong?
Excuse me?
What if the toad's wrong?
How dare you?
What if the toad's wrong?
The toad's more intelligent than me. How does the toad know to attack certain parts of my brain to make me see and feel what I feel?
No, but what if dying is just different? What if dying actually fucking sucks? What if it sucks and it's miserable and dark and lonely?
Well, this is what I believe, brother. I believe death is glorious. How could death not be glorious if life is glorious? You know, death is just another part of life that we haven't experienced yet.
We talked about this yesterday. I told you I'm afraid to die at this particular moment in my life. Early 20s, I wasn't afraid of death. I didn't care. And now at 25, I do. I want to be around for a long time.
I don't know. What's your concept of death?
I don't know. I think it's my conscious, sentient
Know what you need to do,
brain
brother?
leaving.
You need to study the concept of death.
Is there books on it?
Oh, you think it's not looking at your complaint? Yeah.
But which one is right? Because no one really knows what happens when you die.
That's up to you. That's up for you to dissect and use the knowledge that you can, you contribute.
You believe in ghosts?
What's a ghost? Tell me a ghost. What's that? Define it for me.
Yeah,
I'll tell you if I believe in it.
I guess it'd be a spirit that hasn't left Earth, hasn't made its way either to heaven or hell, if you believe in either one of those.
Hey, you know what? Know what I believe? I believe it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I believe all this stuff we're discussing is just bigger than me.
Would you go to a haunted house? A really haunted house, like an insane asylum?
I'm not. I've been in insane asylums.
No. I'm talking about
times, but no, I've been the fucking patient.
No, where you are the patient. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's like on like a tour where there's like a haunted insane asylum.
Yeah,
And-
definitely. Yeah, I would do it for money.
Nah, just or maybe for your show even. Like I don't.
Listen, I can't see the reason why I would want to do this.
Well, because do you believe in ghosts? That's what I'm saying. Do you think there's some
Yeah, but I don't believe
haunted,
in those kind of ghosts. I believe in ghosts that inspire you to do shit.
cool ghosts?
I don't know if they're cool because you're risking your life. So
Motivational
I don't know how
ghosts.
cool they really are. They're probably my demons.
Or demons.
Yeah, say
Or
my ghost get my ass kicked.
Yeah. Is there a moment in your career or your life that haunts you? Like, is there a loss that eats away at you, or you think it all was meant to be the way it
It's
was?
meant to be that, so I could be this.
Would you have done anything different in any of your fights?
I wouldn't offend my opponents the way I did.
Really?
Yeah.
More sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Really?
I saw you had a little. It almost looked like a flashback to old Mike with the bell rang in the Roy Jones
Yeah.
fight, and you gave him a little tap, and then you said, "Yo, man," it looked like you said, "Yo, I'm sorry about that, man." And I was like, "Damn, he's a changed man."
I can't be that guy for my children. That guy doesn't. The guy you talking about doesn't turn off when the fight is over. He does some bullshit.
Yeah.
That guy, that mean guy, he doesn't turn off.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's that way in society. Now he's fucked.
He's a problem.
Yeah.
But it works so well. It worked so well at the time. That was part of the legacy. That was part of who
in
you
life,
were.
Not in life it doesn't. In
Ah,
the ring
okay.
it does, but not in life.
Yeah, you said you got in 3 street fights a day sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a lot of. That's.
Listen, I didn't know when I was first champ, I didn't know how to handle that. People come up with all the guys to hit them and stuff. Cause stop! Get the fuck away from me. Like, I had nervous breakdown. I started losing my head. It was just overwhelming to me. I understand. I always thought it's gonna be fame when I walk into a place, it's already set up. But I ain't know when I was walking the fucking street, the people be following you and shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, hey, and I'm in New York, and I'm thinking people follow. I'm thinking people gonna set me, so I start striking them, hitting them and stuff. Fuck away from get out. Who the fuck you following me for?
Sir, it's me, Richard from NBC News. We have an interview at 2 p.m. You're like, oh, my bad, bro.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh,
My
God,
bad,
that
bro.
happened too. Who the fuck are you? I was just insecure. I was scared. I'm gonna go out. I'm trying to skip. I'm trying to go to get some girl, like smoke some weed or something. These guys following my motherfucking ass.
When did you realize that you were this superstar? What age?
Listen, when I was 16, but my mentor, Customado, he's fucking the fan. He is fan to fly. He keep telling people this is the next heavyweight champ. He's the greatest fighter I think we're gonna ever have ever. And yes, he was just pumping that, taking my films of me. I had 15 fights in 1 year, 15 knockouts. So you take it, send it to all the sportscasters, and they're coming, and people just start bidding to have me fight in their city or whatever, their town.
Was Customado like the biggest influence on your because he's like a
Hell
legend
yeah.
in New York, right? Like
Hell
because I
yeah.
hear him like Nas rap about him and shit. I don't even know much about him. What was his past before he met you?
Before he met me, he had Floyd Patterson. He was 2-time heavyweight champion. He had Jose Torres, the light heavyweight champion. And he had other fighters. He had Rocky Graciano when he first started him out. And he has had many fighters during the war. He had fighters World War II. And when I was born, I think he was 56 years old or something. I always say that. This guy saved my life. So when I was born, he was this old.
Right.
And it's meeting him and him inspired me. No one can inspire and reach deep down in the core of me like he could to make me want to succeed. He gave me an ego. That's why I first got my ego from him.
Right.
You know, I wanted to be the best, and I would do anything to anybody to do it. I would crush them. I would do anything. The best is all that mattered to me. Preeminence when I die, you know.
You think New York gave you a little bit of that too, as a place?
Well, New York gave me that tough guy mentality and stuff. But then when you really understand why you're doing this stuff, you know, listen, I'm not saying I'm smarter than anyone, but I'm sure if you really ask somebody, what is you doing this for? What is this really for? You know, and if they're conscious, they know this is for preeminence. This is for the end of time. We're leaving our mark.
Did that thought ever escape from your brain, or did you ever have a moment of feeling like you wanted to quit?
All the time fighting, right?
Yeah.
All the fucking, as an amateur, I wanted to quit. Listen, the pressure's over fucking whelming, driving me nuts. I think, I don't know why I might want to jump out the fucking window. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, but then I found out this. When I was a teenager, I said, hey, when I was like 17 years old, I found out this. Hey, they're more scared of me than I am of them. And then after I found that out, it was a wrap. You know, then the Iron Mike Monkster came out.
Right.
And I found out they're more afraid of me than I was of them. Then it was over.
Who's the hands down? Who do you think is the greatest boxer of all time?
Muhammad Ali.
You get and you definitely you got the chance to meet him a bunch of times.
No, listen, I met him. Just check this shit out. I might even start crying. I was locked up in Sparford in the Bronx, and we saw the movie The Greatest, and after the movie was over, he walked in. And I said, I want to be like him. And then as soon as I got shot, I did like 4 months in that place, and as soon as I got shipped from there, I went to another place, a lockup place. And this guy, Irish Bobby Stewart, was a ex-professional boxer. And once they got me in line, I behaved, and, I won some, I started behaving in school. I won some awards and stuff. So he started teaching me how to box. And so we were doing this for a couple of months and stuff, and I really started picking up. And one day I think I hit him in the nose, and I broke his nose with a jab. And when he came back the next day, he didn't care about that, but when he came back the next day, he had the black eye, and he was mad. I was saying, oh man, I hope he's not mad. And he was mad because his wife said, I don't want you boxing no more because she didn't like the way he looked.
Right.
And he said, all right, I'm going to take you somewhere and I'm going to take you to the next level. And then I met Customado and it was over. It was just, I don't know, it's over.
How old were you when you saw Muhammad Ali for the first time, when he walked in that movie?
12 or 11, 12.
It's crazy how you can see someone at that age, at that.
That's what I'm talking
Point in
about.
your life, you
just
say,
look-
I wanna
don't-
be
listen,
like that.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But we saw the movie and he goes, I want to be like him.
Yeah. In a strange way. You know Anderson Silva?
Yeah.
Spider Silva?
Yeah.
Dude, Jake and I met him when we were like, I think I was 12. I think I was 12 and Jake was 10. There's a picture of us floating online somewhere. I want to actually recreate it someday. But we were huge UFC fans. And we met this guy and we were wrestling and, doing some jujitsu back then. And I saw him and I had that feeling. I was like, I want to be like this guy. I love seeing him fight on fight night and perform on a stage that big. And it's crazy how
No.
15 years later.
You know what you liked about that guy? You liked those people clapping for him. You wanted that. I want them to clap for me. That's what you wanted.
But I wanted to earn it.
Oh no,
that's the best part about it.
But you wanted that.
Yeah,
That's what meant
because
wanted you to earn
he earned it. That's the best part. So few people are willing to put in the work to get to a level that great. And I knew when I was young that I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it if only I could promise myself that I could dedicate my life to working hard, whatever it be. I knew I could do it, and that's all it took.
And that's the purpose of life: the willingness to die for something that you really, you're dedicated to. The willingness to do it. Not that you will, but the willingness to do it.
Yep.
To achieve that.
Yep.
So I just wanted to switch gears. I mentioned the weed before.
Yes, you did.
And now it's a business, right?
Yeah.
What is that about? How did that start? Who's behind the scenes helping Mike Tyson?
Listen, this is my partner, Rob Hickman, my brother-in-law, my wife. They really put this shit together. I know nothing about weed, but that is really, really good. We're the best in the world.
Is your HQ at the Tyson Ranch?
Excuse me?
The Tyson Ranch. Is that
is
where
it-
headquarters?
Yeah.
Yes, it's headquarters. We have I'm high. But listen. We have 118 acre property in what is it, Tahiti, Antigua. We're one of those islands.
Yeah.
And we have I think 1,000 acres in
Yeah.
Devil's Spring, Hot Springs, somewhere up
That's
there.
where the ranch.
Dude.
Overlooking the highway, overlooking all the freeway and everything. Boom.
I read they want to put a university there.
Yes, definitely.
A
that.
festival stage.
Yes, definitely.
You're gonna lose your fucking mind. A lazy river.
Yes, we got that already. We got Pasquale.
They have it.
I'm sorry. I have to
What's
ask.
the
Did you
name of
say
that
you
music?
have a lazy river
Yes, I do.
currently?
Yes, I do, sir.
There's nothing he loves more.
But listen,
Nothing this man loves more.
When you come through the lazy river, right, you're gonna be looking at people's chateaus. They be outside the chateau. They watching you come into the lake. Everybody all through the communities.
What can I do today to earn a spot on the lazy river, just for one day, like even a couple hours?
And listen, it's not developed yet. It'll be developed by next year.
Okay.
21.
We're gonna get
Listen,
you there. We'll get
So
you
if I
there.
just simply
First guys to come,
survive
yeah.
until
it has
then.
everything, mushrooms, everything's legal. Mushrooms, weed,
Mushrooms and a lazy
psychedelic,
river in one place. Okay, let's say. Hold on.
and beautiful people.
Calm down. Calm down.
love
It's gonna be
Beautiful people.
casinos there. It's gonna be almost like a small Las Vegas.
Your own Mike Tyson's own Las Vegas.
Well, I don't want to say it's Las Vegas, but it's just it's a place of leisure for people who want their health, for good health.
Right.
Leisure
Right.
for good health.
So that's the new
Mental and physical.
That's the new push. Is that the biggest thing you're working on right
mental
now?
health and all that stuff. Physical.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Woo! That's what I wanted to hear. Mike, what else what music you listening to right now? You listen to music at all?
Yeah, I listen to everything. The new guys and stuff.
Yep. You like the new rap music that's been coming out?
Yeah.
You miss the old rap music?
I like Kevin Gates.
Kevin
He's pretty
Gates is
hot.
great.
Yeah, he's pretty hot. I like Lil Baby. He's pretty good. There's a couple of them out there pretty vicious.
I'm happy you said that. Can you imagine being Lil Baby? And obviously Lil Baby's getting all the love this year and gifts from Harden and all this shit. But can you imagine having Mike Tyson be like, yo, I'm listening to your shit?
That's pretty
That's that's dope, bro.
Can't play both sides, baby.
Yeah.
Can't play both sides.
Do you miss the old music, old rap music at all?
No, because I listen to it all the time.
Okay.
Who's the best rapper of all time?
It has to be Biggie. But listen, that means Biggie's a better rapper, I think, than Tupac. But Tupac got such a longer reach. Everybody still, the only thing when I go to Europe, people say, how was Tupac? to this day, how was Tupac? What was Tupac like?
How was he?
What was
What
he
was
like?
he like?
Huh?
How really? What was he like?
Pretend we're those people.
Yeah.
What was he
We
like?
are those
He
people.
was beautiful. He was like you. You know, he was beautiful. He was articulate, educated. He was like you. He just had a temper.
I read somewhere that you said you felt partially guilty.
Well, not
the
from
death
that
of
perspective,
Tupac.
not for the death. But I was thinking, come on, man, hurry up, come on out here. You got the tape?
To the
No.
to the fight
Yeah, I'm
that
trying to
night.
get the tape, man. Come on, man. I need the tape. You sure you got the tape?
And he came to your fight that night of his murder.
Yeah.
Eesh. You've been a part of so much history.
So much.
So much.
We couldn't even begin to really
know,
like
there's a
tap
lot-
it.
there's
There's
a
so
lot
many
to-
questions I want to ask you about Vegas at the time, what it was like being in Vegas. If you ever had any contact with like the mob out there, like what that was like. I got so many questions, man.
Listen, in Vegas, right? I don't know. And what was it? 86, 85. I just came in. I'm just being. I want to be humble. I don't even know how to say this in a humble perspective. I just took the town over.
No, you
Stuff
don't have
around.
to be humble.
Yeah.
You owned Vegas. You owned it. So that's why I asked. Did you ever have like the underground guys coming up? Did you meet any of those?
I don't know if they're the underground guys, but they made sure I was really taken care of
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't know that I just call them corporate guys. They worked for the hotels and stuff. So to me, they're corporate guys.
You didn't ask a lot of questions.
No,
Right.
but I know this, that I know corporate America's the new mob now.
Absolutely.
That's what I've learned since I've been this mogul.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned that this is the new mob.
Have you learned how to make those guys work for you?
Excuse me?
Do they work for you at all? Do you try to have them help you out in your businesses? Do you think they have good intent, corporate
Listen.
America?
Listen, everybody's not as bad as we think they are.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk if we're in their position. Then we need to make comments out of that. Then, you know what I mean? None of us been in these guys' shoes. Nobody know the pressure that's on them. So I don't know. I'm not the one that's in position to make any statements about that.
Yeah.
When you were the king of Vegas, do you have any crazy stories?
Something I don't even want to talk about.
So man, I can't even imagine.
Hey, let's not even talk about stories in Vegas. All right, let's just.
But my question is this: what are you gonna do with those stories? Just locked in here
Are they
forever?
written somewhere?
Are they ever gonna make their way out to the public?
No, I don't think so. I already wrote the book and stuff.
Yeah, you already. Yeah, movie.
Yeah, I have a movie coming out.
What's it? You got it. When's it supposed
Is
to
this the
come
one
out?
Jamie Foxx is playing you?
Yeah. It looks like it's him. Yeah.
What's the
He does a really good impersonation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What's the distribution like to movies, Netflix? Like, is that all planned out and shit?
I like Netflix is really doing good
Oh my
business
God, yeah.
with independent films and stuff. I'm not saying nothing to nobody right
Okay,
now. I'm
okay.
just shroomed out. Shroomed out. I gotta say now.
It's saying, well,
Shrooms make you talk too much, right?
Let's lighten the load a little bit. That's why I brought up the music. What do you eat? Do you eat any fast food places?
All right, this morning I had oatmeal, so I haven't eaten until early this morning. So when I go back home, probably 2 times a day, me and my wife, that's how we eat. We don't eat she eats meat. I don't eat no meat.
You're
don't eat
100% a vegan or vegetarian?
Not vegan, because right now I'm eating salmon. I'm getting ready to throw that out by next week, and then I'm going to go the whole vegan route.
Pescatarian.
have you been vegan before?
Absolutely, for years.
Really? You liked it?
Huh?
You liked
I
it?
loved it. My wife called me the miserable vegan because I can't eat. I'm just miserable. What are you eating that for? Don't bring that around me, all right? Don't put that in the day. Don't bring that around me. Don't eat that around me. I'm just miserable.
Wait. You've been vegan before?
For years.
Was this when you were 300 pounds?
Yeah, that's how. No, not this time, but the last time I was 300 pounds, I was on that cocaine stuff, and I used to be a junkie. But before that, I lost a lot of weight then too.
Because being vegan, wouldn't that help?
Oh, 100%.
Controlling your weight?
100%. That's how I lost the weight. Every time I'm on base, I just go vegan.
Hey, it is true. It is true.
I remember with you.
Yeah, when I'm older, if I ever
Your
see
body's
myself getting out of
totally
shape.
different when you get older. Like right now, you're a young guy. You can process meat. Like my body can't process the red meat like yours could at this time.
Gotcha.
It fucks your stomach up.
Oh man, it's just even when you're trying to take a shit, it's almost painful when you're eating that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fuck with crab
Excuse
legs,
me?
crab legs,
Crabs are cool.
crabs.
They have no purpose. The meat can't make you healthier. It just it's fun.
Oh man, I love crabs.
Crabs is so
no,
good.
I love
It's
crabs.
so
They
good.
have no purpose.
Crabs and
Yeah.
scallops.
What do you-
Seafood.
What do you think about the whole imitation meat?
I love it.
Yeah, like what are the companies called? Fucking what are the burgers called?
Impossible.
Impossible burgers. And there's another one too. There's two, but the stocks are blowing up too. A lot of people are starting to switch over
I
to.
have stock in that stuff too.
Yeah. Do you think it will ever fully replace meat completely?
Listen, in order for that, it's going to happen, but a generation has to die.
Which one?
Right.
This one.
Like
All at the same time,
No, periodically.
like a mass genocide.
nuclear
You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Periodically, we're going to die. And
Yeah.
Like Gen Z's kids potentially could be all.
Oh, they're
You
gonna
know,
be
imitation meat.
No, they're all gonna be imitation humans.
They're not even gonna be real test tube.
cyborgs.
Yeah.
cyborgs.
Who's
The kids after Jake, because you're
I'm a millennial.
millennials. Is Jake millennial or
No, he's Gen Z.
So Jake Paul's kids.
No,
Jake
no,
Paul's-
no. Even younger than like prime Gen Z. So like 14-year-olds right now,
Yeah.
when they have kids, I think their kids are gonna be full on cyborgs. Come out the womb
With a phone in their hand.
Insert your Neuralink.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was just saying this stupid motherfucker, but like I believe some of that now.
Yeah, every
Wait, hold
year
on.
it gets more and more. No. Because last year when you would say that, people would laugh at you. Now
Yeah,
it's
listen,
getting
I was
believable.
getting
Every-
ready to laugh at him. I said, "Whoa, my fucking son!" I was just saying,
No,
he
his
handles
kids.
that.
His kids.
Yeah, how smart he is.
Yeah.
He can do things that I can't
How old is he?
accomplish. He's 9.
And I bet does he have a phone?
Oh, right now he's looking at it right now.
Wizard on it, huh?
Incredible.
Wizard has
but also at the same-
information, infinite,
Well, I asked him for
on the
information.
tip of his fingers at all
Yeah.
times. It's
But-
fucking crazy.
But also at the same time, when the most important thing that ever happened to me was the day Mike Tyson Punch Out came out on Nintendo. That was
pretty big. We're gonna make another one. I
good.
think.
You should, Mike. You should. But when I was playing that game and I would go through all the different competitors, and I'll finally get to the, big boss at the end. I was like, 2020 is only, it's 30 years out because I was a kid, but we're gonna have flying cars. I'm like, where the fuck are the flying cars?
Yeah, there's no flying cars.
They guaranteed us the Jetsons, 2020, the Jetsons, flying cars.
Hey, listen. Don't think they are trying to develop it.
But Trine's lying, Mike. I want excuse me to your son. I want the freaking flying cars now.
Listen, but they gotta find out how they're gonna navigate in the air. How they're gonna work that out.
because they gotta
Yeah, they have
develop
some kind-
highways.
They have some kind of navigation.
Three-
up there.
three-dimensional
Lights, they have some
highways.
lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And you may have one guy up there in a scooter that's a cop. Just like the Jetsons, he's just ready to get a motherfucker.
This is what you talk about when you take mushrooms. This is where the conversation needs to be.
I keep
right
forgetting
now.
I took I think I'm smart as the mushrooms talking about dumb fuck. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's not. None of this stuff is like a imagination anymore.
I know.
Dude, Elon Musk is talking about removing a part of your skull to insert a chip called the Neuralink.
I've heard about that.
A machine will do it, by the way, and let's hope it gets it right.
That comes in a package. They send it to your house and you attach it to your head, and it cuts a little piece of your skull out.
Insert the
Inserts
Neuralink.
a chip.
It has electrodes that'll
Does it
connect to your
improve
brain.
us? Does it make us better?
Hell yeah,
yeah.
it turns you
Oh,
into half
yeah.
machine, so you know everything.
Well,
you
no,
can
I would like
communicate
it
and
done
think.
to me.
So, do you have the same feelings on the vaccine? You want the
I don't want that other thing.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I feel fine as I am.
I
don't
agree
know
with
whether-
you.
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm just saying nothing.
That's always
Sharp.
great. We got the
Yeah.
wrap it up sign from his team, and I don't want to push.
Was it one of these?
Kinda. It was really 5, but I know
Oh,
that.
that's cold blooded. Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
What else, Mike? Anything else you want to tell the people that are watching while we're?
There's a pigeon here. I think Mike likes pigeons.
Yeah, dude, I love pigeons. I have so many pigeons.
But you like pigeons?
Yeah.
Oh, we got one. We got a pigeon for you. This is weird. Why do we have it?
His name was Rocky the Pigeon.
What?
How did we not win that award?
How did we not win that award?
Let's
How
be
the fuck
honest.
did we not win that award?
Look at this really quick. When you're done with that, Mike Tyson took 4 grams of mushrooms and is playing with a pigeon on our podcast. Why did the award go to anybody fucking else?
Hey, listen, I have 500 pigeons.
You have that many
That's a
pigeons?
lot.
I'm around 5.
Have you ever done a head count? Like, is it actually
counted.
500 pigeons?
No, but
Why?
excuse me.
What the pigeon?
It's my culture.
Oh my God! Look at this little pigeon in a basket.
Look up Mike Tyson with his pigeons.
I have a bird. You know I have a bird?
What kind?
African gray.
Oh, he talks to you?
Yeah, he's working on it. It's he whistles. He likes to whistle. Mike Tyson and his pigeons.
That is a beautiful bird, though.
Yeah, dude, I love
It's,
birds. Oh, look.
It's a turban.
Oh, you've been a fan of pigeons for some time.
Some little boy.
How come you like birds?
Huh?
How come you like birds?
It's just what we do in the neighborhood. It's
Huh.
just culture. Right.
This is fucking fantastic.
And you know why you like
incredible.
Because the coolest, the toughest guys have them. So that's why it was a cool thing to have.
Unreal.
I can't get over this.
Unreal.
This is amazing.
This may be apex. Like this may be summit of the Impaulsive.
I swear to
show.
God, we're peaking.
We're peaking, bro.
I can't believe this.
Hey, can
This
I
is a
ask you
pigeon?
why does he have the same haircut as you?
He does, Logan. He's got the same hair.
This looks like Logan.
It's called a
Even
helmet.
the way he bops his head.
Some people call it a helmet or a cap.
Well, shit. Hey, Mike, thanks for coming on the podcast, brother.
I hate that this has to
Sometimes,
end.
most of the time, their babies starve to death because they have small beaks and it's very difficult to feed them.
Does who makes the exact decision? Like if he's like, yo, I'm gonna stay here for another hour and talk about birds. Like and how do you say, yo, Mike Tyson, listen, man, it's time to fuck. Like,
He wraps up on his own.
he just wraps up when he wants. Okay.
I bet you've never got a parting
he
gift
didn't
like
know.
this before, huh?
He
This is
didn't know.
all yours.
He didn't know he had a pigeon.
How
Hey,
come
if
he
Mike Tyson
how come
wants
does
his
he have a
pigeon,
diaper? What's this
it's
shit
his
on him
pigeon.
for? What's this band on them?
No, it's a diaper.
Oh shit, we got a face off here.
That's a
I thought that was the
beautiful
bird.
dog.
Like a Broly. I'm not gonna lie.
So she got me a diaper for
Where did you
Sir.
get this bird from?
I'm sorry?
Please, where do you get this bird from?
Oh, I got it from Joe. He's
Oh, hey man, hey, whoa, hey, don't fall. Oh,
He can't fly though.
I know. We just saw.
Evidently.
I like birds that fly.
Thanks for the picture. Wow, he went backwards and not up. That's got to be.
He's not
That's gotta
bred
be
for
tough.
flying. He was bred for show.
Yeah.
And he does great at show.
He did like a nice trick. I
That
think
was
that
cool.
was
It was
that
a
was
360.
yeah,
Looked like a 360 mute grab.
yeah.
Put
he
my
was
tigers up there.
I had him. Hold on, let me try to find again. Mike Tyson. Did your tigers ever hurt anyone?
Yeah.
How bad?
Took the arm off.
What would you say now? Just now?
Took the arm off.
Whose arm was
Listen, I don't want to talk about it, but somebody from somewhere
look.
thought they could do that.
It's the first. Oh,
Maybe not that video. Let's stick with him wrestling for now.
all right. Well,
Look at my babies. Oh, I love them.
here we go. Oh my
Oh, look at my
god.
babies.
I love the outfit.
Oh my god, dude. This one right here.
Great outfit.
Play that one. That's just
This one right here.
play it.
Is that
Video of Mike Tyson wrestling his Bengal tiger is next level.
Right here, right here.
watch for
Oh, hold on. We got to add for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we don't
Are
have
you gonna pay, right?
we don't have skippable ads.
YouTube getting extra comfortable with these
They
double
do.
not skippables.
Okay,
And
here we go.
My house back in the day.
Okay, so tigers in the pond.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Oh,
She
did-
loves me so much.
did you have to get rid of the tiger, or was the tiger did it pass away?
Yeah, I had to get rid of her. She was like 14.
Was it this was some sort of law come into effect?
Well,
Oh my god.
you know, she got in trouble to fuck the person's arm up and shit.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, you know.
It's a pretty good guard creature.
We had a situation like that in Connecticut with a gorilla. Some lady had a gorilla owned a gorilla.
Or to
and
rip her face apart.
ripped the guy's face off.
That's
Whole-
they like
his
to
whole
rip your face,
yeah.
bite your fingers
Yeah.
off. These motherfuckers.
Woo! I mean, that's how a lot of people.
They want to
look at
humble
you.
you. They'll humble
Yeah.
you, boy. Rip your face off.
Gorillas are 4 to 9 times stronger than the average man. They can deadlift 1,800 pounds. And if you've seen a shaved monkey,
No, never.
you've never seen a shaved monkey.
He's born that way?
No. So I think maybe he had to get some sort of surgery or something.
They must
But
put him to sleep.
yo, this is no joke. Look at a shaved
Oh my
monkey.
goodness, dude!
Beast.
Muscle.
All muscle.
Looks like Jose Canseco, dude.
That's crazy. That's real. That's
yeah,
real
yeah,
picture.
yeah. Dude, they're all muscle. This chimpanzees, all they do
That's
is
a real picture,
yeah,
man.
yeah, definitely.
Pull it back. Pull the other one back up.
This one right here.
Yeah, the guy
Just
hanging
post it up.
Yeah. Look at the muscles in his knee.
How
We
can you
don't.
put that in my phone?
We'll send it to you.
Dude, just,
we'll send it to you.
just type in shaved monkey. Shaved monkey. This is just the way they are. Look at this one. Oh. I mean, I could do Google all day.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All day.
That's one of my favorite guys. What's that guy's name?
Shaved monkey. Shaved gorilla.
Gorilla it is?
Yeah, or yeah. Any primate.
Shaved gorilla.
The mushrooms made me do it. Yo, the 5-minute guy just keeps closing in. He's like now he's on set. He's on set. He's like, yo, 5 minutes. I said 7 minutes ago, dude.
You see?
But once again, I get curious. Like, what's his next move, Logan? Like, is it a headlock? Like, at what point? Like,
Let's not find out. I'm the closest one
no,
to
let's
him.
ask.
Probably a headlock.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. All right. We'll get
All
you
right, yeah,
going.
we'll get you out of here, Mike.
You found it though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, this is all we got. We're looking at pictures of shaved gorillas. We got a pigeon on set.
That's magnificent, isn't it?
And Mike Tyson. No, this is who knows. All right, we have to let you go, Mike.
We love you, Mike.
That's it. We love you. Thank you for coming on Impaulsive, Mike.
I ain't going no fucking way.
Let's go. We can do this forever. Okay, so that.
Yes.
No, I asked. See, the stories stay locked in here.
Yeah,
If it were me,
Get to because of it.
so I'm often plagued by the thoughts in my head, always just like crossing paths and going which direction. They're fucking fireworks. And I find that when those thoughts, especially, and maybe now it's amplified a little more because of
Yeah.
this whole weed withdrawal thing I'm going
Yeah.
through, and like I'm just thinking about everything. When my thoughts are focused on work and my career and my business and the things I'm passionate about, my overthinking actually isn't bad, right? Because it translates directly into a product.
Yeah, you get to see it.
exactly.
Like, oh, you think and it happens and
Exactly.
look, you go. Yeah.
But when it comes to like interpersonal relationships,
Oh,
and
bro.
girls,
Oh, bro.
and-
It's the worst, man. Like,
man.
it's nothing worse than you, like, being in a relationship and then all of a sudden you just overthink something that she said. And you just know it's not that deep. But then you're overthinking, like, wait, why did she say she loves me without exes? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. Like,
what a bitch.
Where's my two
puzzle.
exes? Like, we always have two exes. Why she just says I love
That's a
you?
British thing, right?
Yeah.
I see it sometimes. Like, this girl's British. I didn't even know. Did you do you? I sometimes feel like overthinking is the curse of a gifted and creative mind. And I really do believe that. I believe that people that have a creative outlook and live in the world that you guys and that we all do are prone to overthinking from time to time. Would you trade it for a blissful ignorance? Would you trade it to be happy sitting on a recliner after a 9 to 5 and being at complete peace with yourself and maybe a loved one and being able to focus your energy on that?
I think I would, I think I would. I think there's something nice about just being at peace. Like, I was talking to my mate Calix about this. It's crazy with, like, I don't want to say normal people, but like with people who would, for example, just don't have like a crazy lifestyle, don't have like YouTube, all this other stuff. They just have a normal 9 to 5. And then just something as simple as walking the dog can just give them so much joy. Whereas, like, for me, it's like that is just like a mundane task. So I don't know. It's just like I feel like at some point I'm struggling to find joy in things, which is weird. Like, I think because of the career that we've been in, it's just always just the next level, next level, next level, next level. And we never get to appreciate the little levels. So then something as simple as, I know, going on holiday, we don't really appreciate, what it's like to go on holiday and just enjoy ourselves and just rest, because you're just still thinking like, shit, I really should be doing something. Or, like, I feel like I've spent enough time outside now. Maybe I should do something else. But it's never like, oh, you can't just enjoy the moment. And I think that's just the career we're in. I think that's just how it is. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, I need to see a therapist, because this is not okay. This is not okay with me just not enjoying things anymore.
You're coasting.
Yeah, I felt like I'm just in this zone.
It's funny. You're gonna have to train yourself to learn how to relax again.
Yeah,
To learn how to slow down.
Yeah.
And ironically, I thought, and this is just from an outsider's perspective, I thought you had always been good at that, especially because you had a girlfriend. And oftentimes a girlfriend will slow you down, kind of pull you back into reality.
Yeah, so she did. She helped me a lot with that. But then it got to a point where it was impossible for her to take me out of the Matrix, because I was always on. Like, we'd be chilling, watching like a movie or something, and I was always just looking at my phone like all the time. And she would just get so frustrated. She'd be like, why can't you just turn off? And I'm like, I can't, because you never know. Like, there's always something I might need to, sort out or, deal with, etc. So it's one of those things where it's, these past few months, I've really especially with the therapist, man, I can't say enough how amazing a therapist is, because it's mental health, man. And I feel like it's as important as physical health. And with physical health, you always have to keep it up. Same with mental health. You can't, it's not something where you complete and then you're good. Like, you always need to look. But yeah, I feel like with a therapist, it's helped me really identify what I need to do in my life. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need to learn to say no to things. I need to learn to disappoint people and upset people, because I need to think about myself, because I am the most important person to me.